senators, and representatives, I have the distinguished honor of presenting.
The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked a dramatic shift in the United States' approach to the world. From an isolated collection of states to a burgeoning global power, America's transformation was fueled by a desire for influence, economic growth, and military strength. But how did this happen?
And why?
Let's dive into the key events, policies, and leaders that shaped this incredible journey. At first, the United States prioritized staying out of foreign entanglements. George Washington himself warned against forming permanent alliances, setting the stage for a policy of isolationism that would dominate much of the 19th century. But even as the U.S. avoided overseas conflicts, it didn't shy away from expanding at home. From the Louisiana Purchase to the annexation of Texas, Manifest Destiny pushed America westward. The turning point came in 1898 with the Spanish-American War. Fueled by yellow journalism and the mysterious explosion of the USS Maine, the U.S. entered the conflict against Spain. The war lasted just a few months, but its impact was enormous. America emerged with control of territories like Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines, marking its entry onto the world stage as an imperial power. For the first time, America was engaging in direct overseas expansion, a sharp departure from its earlier policies. Theodore Roosevelt championed the idea of speaking softly and carrying a big stick. Under his leadership, the U.S. strengthened its navy and used diplomacy backed by force. The construction of the Panama Canal was a crowning achievement. By creating a shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, the U.S. not only boosted trade, but cemented its role as a key player in global commerce. Economic interests also drove expansion. The U.S. promoted the open-door policy in China, aiming to ensure equal trading rights and prevent European powers from monopolizing Chinese markets. These international ventures also benefited the U.S. economy, creating new markets for American goods and fueling industrial growth. Alfred Thayer Mahan's book, The Influence of Sea Power Upon History, inspired U.S. leaders to prioritize naval strength. By the early 20th century, the U.S. had one of the most powerful fleets in the world. These preparations would prove critical in the decades ahead, as America prepared to join global conflicts like World War I. The United States' journey from isolationism to expansionism transformed it into a global power. Through military modernization, territorial acquisitions, and active engagement in international trade, America extended its influence far beyond its borders. The strategies and policies adopted during this era laid the foundation for its 20th century role as a dominant force in world affairs. But this shift also sparked debates about imperialism and the true meaning of American values, questions that continue to resonate today.